All right, so today we're going to dive deep into...
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one.
Me too.
So we're looking into ALK Positive UK.
Okay.
And they're a charity, but they're doing a lot more than just like, handing out pamphlets, right?
Yeah.
So they support patients and families, and they're dealing with ALK positive lung cancer.
And that's kind of it's a niche
It is. Yeah.
form of lung cancer. It's,
Yeah.
it's driven by a genetic mutation.
Right. So it's not just like the typical lung cancer. It's a very specific
Exactly.
kind of thing.
Exactly.
So to get into this, we're actually going to be pulling from their own description of their work.
Great.
So we can get a really good look into what they do.
Awesome.
So one of the first things that I saw is they have this really huge online support group, like over 750 members.
That's pretty significant.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not just for patients.
Right.
It's for families as well.
Yeah, because, going through this,
Of course.
you need support. Everyone does. Your loved ones need support.
Absolutely. And then, so they have that online support group, but they also do quarterly regional lunches.
Okay, cool.
And this is really cool. So, a lot of times when someone gets diagnosed, there's a big financial burden.
Of course, yeah.
So they actually subsidize these lunches to help out with that and with the, mental well-being.
That's fantastic because it's really good for people to get together.
Of course.
Face to face.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like a little thing, but it's a big thing for the people involved.
Yeah, absolutely. It shows that they really are going above and beyond just to support.
And it's like it seems like they really thought about the whole picture.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, they need support online.
Right.
They need support in person.
Yeah.
And then they also have this free life coaching service.
Oh, wow.
And you get this diagnosis.
Yeah.
It's stressful. It's scary.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And to have someone to help you sort of navigate that whole side of things seems really, really beneficial.
Yeah. I mean, so many organizations are just focused on
the medical side.
The medical side, yeah.
Yeah.
But this really shows that they understand that, it's more than just the medical side. It's
the whole person.
The whole person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're really big on empowerment, too.
Yeah.
Like patient empowerment.
How so?
So they have this annual national conference, and patients can actually hear from experts and ask them questions directly.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. And it's free for patients and a companion.
Oh, wow.
And they'll pay for travel costs from anywhere in the UK and Ireland.
That's really impressive.
Yeah. So they're really dedicated to getting people the information that they need.
Yeah, because, sometimes when you're talking to your doctor, you don't feel comfortable asking everything.
Right.
Or you forget what you wanted to ask.
Right.
But then when you're in an environment like that, you can really, delve deep.
Yeah, and it's like you're surrounded by other people who are going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So you can kind of bounce ideas off each other, too.
Absolutely.
And then beyond the conference, they have all this stuff on their website and advice booklets and things like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, just to make it so that people can really understand what's going on.
Because, medical information can be...
Oh, it's so dense.
Very complicated and intimidating.
Right.
So it's good that they're, providing that in an easy to understand way.
Yeah. And another really cool thing is that they use data to drive change.
How so?
So they do these surveys with their members.
Okay.
And they ask about diagnosis, treatment experiences, like their whole journey.
Yeah.
And then they take all that data to figure out, okay, where are there gaps in care?
Okay.
Where do we need to make things better?
Yeah.
And they take that to like the national level.
So they're really advocating for their members.
Yeah, they're advocating for their members.
Wow.
They're going to oncology conferences.
Oh, wow.
They advise pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
Like, hey, this is what patients are actually going through.
Yeah, that's really important.
You need to be thinking about this when you're developing your treatments and your information.
And they actually have, the data to back it up.
Yeah.
So they're not just coming in, with anecdotal stories. They have actual, real world evidence.
Yeah, it's not just like one or two people. It's a large group.
Yeah.
And they even advise NICE.
What is NICE?
So NICE is the National Institute for Health and Care Excellence.
Okay.
And they're the ones who decide which treatments are going to be available through the NHS.
Yeah.
So they're actually advising them on new ALK positive treatment.
Oh, yeah. So they're really
They're right there in the thick
in the thick of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I thought was really interesting is that they're trying to dispel these misconceptions around lung cancer.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of times people think, oh, lung cancer, you must have been a smoker.
Oh, right.
And they have campaigns that are specifically aimed at educating primary care providers about lung cancer in non-smokers.
It's really important because,
it is.
Unfortunately, that myth is still out there. Yeah.
And can lead to
diagnoses.
Delayed diagnoses, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially for younger patients.
Yeah. And so they're doing social media campaigns and things like that to try and, get the word out. Like, hey, this is something that everyone needs to be aware of.
Absolutely.
And to check for symptoms early.
Yeah.
No matter.
Early detection is key.
It is. It makes a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah. So they're really doing a lot. It's not just about support. It's about empowerment, advocacy, awareness.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And it really makes you think with this type of targeted therapy, what other conditions might we see this for in the future?
Exactly.
It's really a fascinating frontier in medicine.
Yeah. And it's really exciting to see a group like this really taking charge and making such a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that's about all the time we have. But thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great talking about this.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.